Albert Brooks is stopping by, but we recognize that the last time he was on, we had him on the E! Show, and the ratings were the lowest ever, so we got a naked girl to sit next to him or on his lap while he is interviewed by us. And Albert...
So don't worry, there'll always be a two-shot of Albert.
Yeah. It'll always be the naked girl and Albert. You know, I love Albert Brooks. I think Albert Brooks is a genius. You know how everyone always says Albert Brooks is a genius, but it really is true. I mean, the guy's genuinely funny, but I guess people don't feel the way we do.
No, I don't know that they... You know, he doesn't light up a room when you sit and talk to him necessarily. You have to see his movie or something like that.
Yeah. But he was one of the greatest guests on The Tonight Show when he used to do those bits.
Yeah.
Remember, he had that... remember that thing that used to just... Like if you press the letter A, it would go A. It was called Speak and Spell.
Right.
He did a great bit with that. He did a classic bit on The Tonight Show. He came out and he goes, hey, I'm a ventriloquist now, Johnny. And he says, but, you know, I never could do ventriloquism, but now with this Speak and Spell, I can do it. So he says, in fact, I even do Spanish ventriloquism, anything. So he goes, this is my little puppet, Speak and Spell. Hi. And he goes, hey, gee, how do you say yes in Spanish? He goes, si. You know, and then and he had this whole cool bit.
Yeah.
I should make him do it here. Get a Speak and Spell, Gary, quickly. And he's a funny guy and everything, but we put him on the E! Show, and he got the lowest ratings ever. And even he was angry. He says, I couldn't have had the lowest rating. I go, well, you did. And even his movies, as brilliant as they are, they never make any money.
Not big money. You know, he's never had a blockbuster.
Yeah. I mean, that King Kong movie really tanked.
King Kong?
Yeah, don't you remember? The last movie he did. See, you don't even remember it.
No. He did a King Kong movie?
Remember the baseball player? He's watching King Kong. It opens up the movie.
Oh, yes.
The Scout.
The Scout.
The Scout. That's what it was.
Yeah.
King Kong.
King Kong.
I was like, he did a King Kong movie?
Yeah, wasn't that about King Kong?
You didn't stay very long, did you?
No. But the guy really is great, and I love him. I think he's really brilliant. But I recognize that the rest of you might not. So there'll be, like, if he gets dull, we'll just start asking the girl questions about lesbianism and stuff. And I called him on Friday during the show, and I said, look, you know, Albert, I love you, and I know you want to come on the show and promote your new movie, Mother, you know, which has gotten very good reviews. I said, but it's death to have you in here alone. If you don't mind, could a naked girl sit on your lap? And he said, sure. Yeah. I don't care.
He's willing to boost his ratings.
Yeah.
He wants his ratings numbers to go up.
And I guarantee you he will be like the #1 rated E! Show if the girl just sits there naked. You think he was pissed?
Yeah, I thought it caught him off guard.
Did it? Yeah.
He didn't sound pissed, though.
I think he was hurt a little.
I mean, surely his ego had to be bruised, knowing that it was because his ratings were low.
I even think there's a chance he thought you were kidding. I think he might come in here and say, it's really a girl.
No, I think he knows that that's the truth.
Oh, I'm not kidding. There's not a funny bone in my body. That's the funny thing. People think I'm a funny guy. I'm not. I'm being serious.
It's not that you're being funny.
Right.
It's that people find you funny when you're being you.
Right. It's as big a shock to me that I'm funny as it is to you.
Hi, I'm Brittany from Scores. I'm here. I'm ready to get naked so I can sit on Albert Brooks' lap. I hope he doesn't get like a Woody or anything, but we'll see what happens. Bye.
What happened the other day when you called in?
Howard said that he wanted to make sure this was going to be one of the higher rated E! shows, so he was happy to talk about Mother, this brilliant new movie, winning everything, but he said just in case it became too much promotion, how about a lesbian standing by?
No, he was saying that you sounded pretty disappointed. When
I wasn't disappointed. I prayed for that the night before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I asked God to have a successful movie and as many dykes as could come in.
So you weren't upset when he said that you were the lowest rated E! show?
Oh, I got the E ratings. I was not the lowest rated E! show. I think this is for comedic purposes only, but I'm willing to be...
How'd you get the E ratings?
I have a few connections in Hollywood. I have all the ratings of all the shows.
So you don't think you were the lowest rated?
No, I don't think I was the lowest rated. They repeated it 4 times. Why would that be? You wouldn't repeat a low-rated show. But the fact is that you know, most of the people I know can't get E, so it's unfortunate. I love Howard. I'm happy to partake in any buffoonery he wants to make of me.
And bringing a girl in that won't upset you or embarrass you or anything?
I don't get upset or embarrassed by anything except for, well, I guess this would upset me if I thought about it.
Oh, really? Would it upset you, or are you just joking?
I'm joking.
Yeah.
Aren't we all joking?
But isn't this cool? I mean, you know, you get to come on the Howard Stern show and you get to be with a girl.
Listen, you know, Howard is giving me his ace. This is what Howard saves for himself.
We want to set up a few calls. So after Albert's been here a while, Howard's going to say, let's take some calls. And we want all the calls to be for the girl. Like, hey, I'm a big fan.
Okay.
I saw you at Scores.
Okay.
You know, one thing I really got to ask, you know, do you have implant?
Yeah.
So
I was going to suggest that. I was going to suggest everyone say, who is he?
No, but so it sounds like, you know, people are anxious to talk to him.
I got you, okay.
But write down some specific questions so the listeners are set up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Don't leave it up to them.
No, I got it. Don't worry.
Okay, you got the
I'll show you.
concept?
Yeah, I got the concept. Hello.
John will blow this.
Shut up, Jack.
Why don't we bring in Brittany from Scores before we bring in Albert? You know what I mean? Get her situated.
Make sure she's all settled in.
Yeah, make sure she's comfortable. Oh, this is Brittany. Oh, wow. Yeah, we'll get ratings for you, honey. Who cares what Albert has to say? You like the new studio? Well, I like your new hair color. What do you think of that? Yeah.
You know her so well, you know she's got a new haircut.
You sure do. How are you, my darling?
I'm doing well. How are you?
You look fantastic. What is that? You're wearing a halter top with a mini skirt, and your breasts look beautiful. And look at those shoes. What are those, like lace-up shoes?
Yeah.
I love that. I'm a shoe fetishist, I think.
Are you? I know you're a foot fetishist.
I think I am.
Fetishist? What word is that?
Whatever. I think I am. I just think I'm into feet or something. You know, I mean, not like I wouldn't suck your toes or something, but I think I just like seeing women in high heels and stuff. Is that weird?
No, I think that's why they use them a lot in those magazines. I think a lot of guys must have that feeling.
Yep.
I have to ask Jackie a question. Were you at Scores on Friday?
No.
Oh, because the DJ kept saying, Jackie the Joke Man's here, Jackie the Joke Man's here.
He probably was. He just doesn't want to admit
Maybe it was just someone that looked like him. Maybe it was just someone that looked like him. And I was looking around going, where is he?
Yeah. What were you dancing there Friday?
Yeah. You know who was in? Little Marty was in.
The midget?
Yeah, with his friend. He was sitting on my lap. And
Yeah.
He's so great.
Yeah, he's getting married. That was a smart move.
Well, his girlfriend is like going to have a baby in 2 weeks.
Yes, that is true.
2 weeks. We got to be there.
Hey, and Scores isn't going to get closed down or anything, is it?
Oh, no.
God, that would be horrible.
You guys got all that stuff straightened out with the
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys,
IRS or whoever was after you?
Yeah, Scores ain't owned by any crime family. I don't know where that came from. I just want to go on record and say I don't believe it.
It's been doing really well. I mean, the club's been really busy.
Yeah, and I want to say, if it is owned by a crime family, God bless them. They're running a great club. They're running a great establishment. All right, listen. The reason you're here today, if I may, Brittany, let me just say that Brittany is from Scores. If things get dull with Albert, you know, like either you'll sit on his lap or take off your top or something.
You want me to dance for him or something?
Yeah, like dance while he's plugging his movie.
Okay.
He's a comic genius. Do you know Albert Brooks?
I know a little bit about him. He did the movie Mother and this.
Let me bring him in. Hold on a second. Albert, come on in.
Does he know I'm here?
Yeah, I cleared it with him. I said, look, I'm going to be up front with you. You got low ratings the last time on the E! Show, and, you know, I think we just need a little feminine input here on this. Call him Alan. That'll drive him crazy, okay?
Alan?
Alan instead of Albert. Just always make that, every time make that mistake. All right, that'll drive him nuts. All right, that'll be good. Albert's going to sit in seat 1, Gorilla. Put the coffee in the wrong.
Which is
Albert Brooks,
closest
wow. Genius. There he is.
Alan, my darling Alan, you're here.
Albert, right. Yeah, Albert, sit down. Sit down. Yeah.
I used to be blind.
Come on, sit down. Sit down in chair 1.
He looks pissed off.
Albert, sit over there. Chair 1. All right.
Before I start, I must tell you, you know, in fact, I have a very special person in my life.
And sit close to the girls so you get high ratings.
I had to okay this, and she's really a wonderful woman, and I told her that, you know.
You have a girlfriend?
I do.
I bet you have a hot girlfriend. I bet she's a lot younger than you, too.
She's 6.
Yeah. Put on your headphones, Albert.
And, no, she's wonderful. She's very brilliant. And I said Howard was insulting me, and he wanted to have a naked woman. And she said, I love the movie Mother so much, whatever helps the movie. So.
Put on your headphones. Hey, baby. Yeah. That's Brittany.
Hi, Brittany. How are
I had
you?
asked if you were single, and they told me that you were.
Well, I'm single, but I'm
that
not.
you weren't
But I'm not.
He'll do you.
available.
I mean, he's got a girlfriend
For
back.
promotional reasons only.
Right.
Yes.
No, you have sex with many different women, don't you? I mean, right now
I do not.
You are monogamous at this point?
What does that mean?
I mean, Albert's like a millionaire and he makes movies. I mean, that's about the best.
Oh, look who's talking.
No, but I mean, I'm married. You have the best Tukey magnet there is on the planet. I mean,
But I have a one person now.
Yeah,
I
for
don't-
now.
How long has this been going
until
on?
you get bored.
No. This has been going on a year. It's
Oh, Albert,
Oh, wow.
come on.
Gee, a whole year.
well, I mean, I could have said a week.
Gee, a whole year?
Well, I
Gee.
can't.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Well, that's like in a movie person's life, and that's like dog years. That's 6.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you got a whole. Gee, that would be me. That's how I would work it. If I was single, I'd be like, and like all these like single guys who get tons of women, they all try to act like, why do I make a big deal about it? What's the big deal?
You want to?
Oh, not only that, the worst is that they say, no, I really wish I had your situation out. I wish I could find that one woman.
Yeah, well, you could find there's a woman sitting right next to you, marry her.
Anyone will do.
That's right.
Alan, I want to know if you're going to come to
Albert,
Scores tonight. Are you going to come to Scores tonight?
Howard,
and see
you're
me?
right. It was low rated.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Alan, are you going to go to?
I mean, Albert.
Wait, I'll be right back. I'm going to cut my head off.
I had a dream last night about you.
Yeah. I bet. How about Alan?
I
What
did,
you
and we were having sex. But you know in your dream how it's not the person you think it is? It was Mel Brooks.
Uh-huh.
But it was really supposed to be you, but we were having sex. It was really weird.
She's doing good.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but this is true. I really had a dream about that.
I'm doing the Tonight Show tomorrow. You want to come on with me?
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah, why don't you bring her on all the shows?
Yeah.
You should. I'm telling you.
That this is a new
Will you
thing
take me
you've
shopping
decided.
for a new outfit first? You can afford it.
You don't need a new outfit.
I can wear this.
No,
I don't want to wear the same
that's
thing
good for at
twice.
least another 2 or 3 airings.
Albert, are you really doing the Tonight Show tomorrow?
Yes, I am.
Well, if you're doing the Tonight Show, seriously, I recommend bringing a woman on. There's nothing.
No. That's I'm not going to get into your territory.
No, do it. I'm telling you, if you want your ratings to go up.
They won't let anyone do that anymore.
And will you be doing a special shtick? Or,
No, I'm just going to be talking. I've never done it since Johnny left, so I'm anxious to talk to Jay and see what that's like.
You're a bit of a recluse, aren't you?
Not really. I drive carefully.
Really? No, come on, be honest. You're a bit of a recluse. You're one of those Hollywood
No one
legends.
ever sees you unless you're promoting a movie.
But you know why? Because I'm born and raised in that town, and you don't want to be. If you start, once you start, it's like fashion.
Right.
You can't. It ruins the art part of your life. You can't partake.
No,
in this
admit
party.
that you want a mystique and you want to be only on the scene when you're ready to come out with something big.
Yeah.
And you have an image.
Like you.
Right, well, whatever.
What is his image?
What, my image?
No, his.
I don't know.
I have no image. I'm Alan.
All right, well, listen. Albert Brooks is here. He has a new movie called Mother.
Listen, you know what happened this morning? May I say something?
What?
We
What, are you going to get into plugging your movie?
No, not yet.
No, because I'm going to have her take off her top now, Brittany, because if you're going to get into that
Can
stuff...
I do one plug while she's dressed?
Yeah, go ahead. All right, quickly.
For the G audience.
Well, actually, Monica Johnson and I, the woman that I wrote this with, we received last night the Film Critics of New York Best Screenplay of the Year, and this morning we won the National Society Film Critics Award for Best Screenplay of the Year.
Well, congratulations.
Now, Howard, you're now entering into the movie fray. These are important groups to you.
To me, the important group is the audience who pays money. I don't care.
You don't care what the critics say. You don't care about winning awards.
I would like critical acclaim for my movie. Don't get me wrong.
You need to go to people who don't know your show.
That's right.
They're very important.
Yes.
They help an audience understand what they're going to see.
That type of... Could you take off your top?
All right.
Are you ready?
Oh,
No, I meant
thought
Albert.
you meant Albert.
I don't mean you. I mean,
Alan, take your top off.
Albert, take your top off. Will you, please, somebody
By the
take
way,
their top off. Yeah.
Brittany, will you call me Alan for the show?
Yeah.
Because I think I'd like that.
I told her to do that.
Really?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
it
don't
was
feel
a
so. Don't
joke.
feel bad. All right.
I don't
Sorry,
feel bad. I don't
Albert.
feel bad.
No, you are absolutely right. Albert Brooks, when he says that in order to get buzz going, to have that kind of critical acclaim is fantastic. But I've also said that screw the critics. I'd rather gross $100 million than have anybody give me an award.
Some of
did a
us are
wonderful
not
movie.
fortunate enough to have a worldwide audience like yourself.
No, you have a big audience, please.
We need the critics.
I would go see any Albert Brooks movie just based on you.
I was happy to say that your father was waiting to see Mother because this is.
My father's interested in seeing Mother. Yes.
Yeah, because your parents really weren't fond of defending your life.
That's right. I remember.
My mother has always said that she didn't like Albert Brooks.
Yeah.
She says there's something wrong with him. I don't know. There's something wrong with him. And,
That's a funny comment raising you.
yeah, which is really good. Like my mother's two beefs are with Albert Brooks and Woody Allen. Well, so you should be. You're in good. You're in good company.
Well, I don't know how good company that is.
Yeah, I don't either.
Well, as far as a filmmaker, I don't know what a kind of father
I don't know how
he
far
makes.
his mother takes.
No, my mother always said, like, Woody Allen is mental, like there's something wrong with him. And then she said, I don't know with that Albert Brooks. I don't know.
Wrong with
I don't
him
know.
too?
What would your mother think of you if she didn't know you?
Oh, she would hate me.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly. She'd say there's something wrong with him.
But you might be onto something. Maybe if
I told
we
my mother
investigated Albert's home life, we would find out some weird
Albert,
things.
why would Woody Allen hump his own daughter in a sense? I mean, not his true daughter, but
Not a blood relation,
yeah.
but
Brittany?
Brittany, why would a guy do? Brittany, were you abused sexually?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Really? That's unfortunate.
No, by my mother.
Too bad. We needed you to have.
Yeah, right.
Not my father.
No, we would need you to be abused in order to
Really?
pump up the segment. But no, but Albert, seriously, congratulations on winning all that critical acclaim. I understand Mother received like 4 stars from every critic.
yes, it's gotten great reviews.
Yeah, it has. So I'm happy for you. I'm a big fan. So why wouldn't I be?
And
happy
likewise,
for you?
you
Yes,
know
I know.
You see, you hear things that, secret things that...
Albert sits in his trailer and listens
In
to
the
the
makeup
show.
trailer.
Makeup trailer.
Most of my crew worked on your movie. They
That's
were
true.
all getting ready to leave, except for the cinematographer they wanted. He's from Hungary, and he just refused.
Is that right?
I will not work on that man.
Is that
I
right?
will not photograph him. He's a terrible man.
That's right.
I said he's actually funny. He's a devil. I will not photograph the devil. So,
Now, and what about Debbie Reynolds? Did you have any sex with her during the making of the movie? Sometimes you fall in love
did
with
you
your
fall
co-star.
in love with your co-star?
Debbie Reynolds is just, I'll tell you, this is the greatest thing about this movie, to see the comeback of this woman. She is so amazing. And,
Really?
I'll
See,
tell
I
you,
would never write a movie like Mother because I would only want to write a movie where I'd have sex.
You'd have pretty girls in it opposite you, not Debbie Reynolds.
I think that's so noble. I think it's so Don't tell me Debbie Reynolds is pretty, please. Debbie Reynolds is, I mean, seriously, I know if I had your ability, I would write a script that would involve me in several sexual situations.
you have a 20-year-old mother.
Well, yeah, my mother would be 20. That's right. That's right. Brittany would be my mother.
That's right.
And I would start making out with her in the middle of the film because I had such pleasure making my film. I had several. I was in bathtubs with women. I was making out.
I saw one of your screen kisses.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you know,
Hey now.
be in
I know.
Howard,
I wanted to be in that movie.
You wanted to be in my movie?
it's not
You'll
too
put me
late.
in your
No, 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 no.
We can get you in.
Yeah, you can. But Howard, now you know how everybody says about love scenes in a movie. Oh,
Yeah.
the crew was there and it bothered me. Were you bothered by
Oh,
the?
please.
You didn't know the
turned
crew
you
was
on, didn't you?
there.
Like my movie wife Mary McCormick, she had the set cleared. She was uncomfortable with the some of the crew. She
You had to leave too?
She wanted me to. She felt a lot of the people there were on set that day
Just to see
just
her.
to see her.
She
and what
thought it
going
was
on.
a rather packed set, did she?
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you something. And believe me, I was so ready for these love scenes. I was as stiff as Harry Hemsley. I'm telling you right now. And I was ready.
Right, do me a favor. Where till I check out of that hotel before you make any more?
Yeah, okay. But he passed away.
Yes, he
I
did.
read.
On
Yes.
Saturday.
By the
or
way, I
something.
knew today
Friday.
because the room service, the eggs were black.
Is that right? Everything was black.
Yeah.
So anyway, you see, you don't really need a nude woman sitting next to you. I can't understand why.
Oh, gee, thanks. Now he tells me.
Yeah, right.
The whole weekend, I get hundreds of calls. Gee,
What did people say?
what did they say? How do you feel being treated like dirt?
Hey, you're out promoting a movie.
Hey, listen, if people will go see Mother, I'll be here.
You'll do whatever you have to do.
I'll be treated like you want.
I admire that, by
Who
the way.
finances these films? You'd think his own money was in this.
Yeah, right. Did you put up your own money for this, Albert?
Same studio as you.
Is that right? Paramount Pictures.
Paramount Pictures. As a matter of fact, your trailer might be running with my movie.
Oh, but then you're guaranteed a success.
I asked them not to, but they said I have no control over it.
That's right.
But you in the lobby, but in the main lobby of the studio in Hollywood,
Yes.
you do have a giant. It's called, a
Standee.
Standee.
Yes.
Like that thing right back there.
Right there. That.
Right back.
Yeah, right.
That's it. That's the poster.
What a man, huh?
Right. I must tell you that they have dressed you out in Los Angeles.
That's right. I understand in Salt Lake City they put clothes on my
They just
body.
didn't want to see that.
That's
but,
right.
That building does cover everything you need to cover. What building is that, Howard?
That is I thought it was the Chrysler building, but
It's
I think
not.
it's the Empire.
I thought it was the
That's
penis
not-
building.
I've seen people arguing about what building is covering my penis.
That's
And
not the Empire State Building.
It is the Chrysler building.
Yeah, it's the Chrysler.
Yeah.
yes, it is the Chrysler building.
Very good poster.
poster.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. And yes, Brittany?
Am I going to take my top off for him now? Or
Oh,
later?
she's anxious to do this.
I wanted
up
to
to
do
you,
this
Howard.
down
I
for
sense the
him,
interview going well.
and-
I sense
I
the...
think just her presence is going to bring in those few people to kick the rating up to the normal thing. When
Well, you know what?
When you have the guy who eats glass.
I have the solution.
Yeah.
I have the
Can match
solution.
him.
Go ahead.
Hold her in bay. If Albert does start to get boring, you can then have her take her top
If
off.
I signal you like this, if I scratch my head,
Right,
that means
so-
just take your top off. I don't want to embarrass him by saying he's getting boring.
So in other words, so for me as a performer, if I see a breast, I know I'm bombing.
Right. All right. So far, you're doing good. You're interesting.
Great. I had a dream.
By the way, the last time you were on, you were very interesting. I can't explain why you had low ratings on E.
If I had such low ratings, how come you repeated the show 3 times?
I don't know. I don't
They
know.
must have run out of shows.
They must have run out of
Yes,
shows. Look, I'm a fan.
2 dead midgets didn't sign off on the
I just know you'll do better with a naked woman sitting
Howard,
next
does
to
E
you.
even get a rating?
Yes, my show gets big ratings.
You know that they're taking it off many cable stations?
I do know
Yes,
that. I
we
do.
have
It's
been
very
reading
That
upsetting.
and the
about
Comedy
it.
Channel.
Yes, that is true.
It's too bad.
And let me tell you something. More people saw you on that E show than saw you in the Scout. I'll tell you that right
Well,
now.
I'm willing to say that you put out a baseball movie during a baseball strike, and you're going to have a little bit of a trouble.
Okay, there you go.
What can
All
I
right.
do?
Whatever. All right.
And I don't judge my life that way.
Listen, your movie.
I try my
You
best.
still stand by that film.
Mother
I'm not
is.
going to turn on anything. I can't do
Mother
that.
is getting rave reviews. That's all we know, and that's what you're here to promote. And God bless you. You know what? Let's take some questions for Albert.
Okay.
All right. A lot of people want to call in and say hello to a famous filmmaker and this
Happy
kind
to
of
talk
thing.
to your audience.
Exactly.
I think you have a lovely audience.
All right. Let's go now to
Watch
first
this,
question.
one insult after another.
All right. Tim, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing, Howard?
Yes. You have a
Hi.
question? Go ahead.
Yes. Hey, Brittany, I'm heading to the city this weekend. You know, and I'm a desperate guy. You know, I was wondering how much money would it take for you to give me a lap dance.
All right. So obviously you don't want to speak to Albert. You want to ask Brittany a question.
Oh yeah.
That's a
How much
fluke.
is
Sorry,
a
Albert.
lap dance, Britt?
How much is a lap dance at Scores?
It's $20.
I see.
$20.
Tim, I
$20.
just have a question for my own. I need to keep records for my own life.
Yes.
How much education have you had?
Don't get all insulted.
I'm not. I'm asking a question.
Come on. The guy wants to know how
I
much.
want to know what
I
grade he's been
graduated
through.
college.
Did you graduate
You
college?
did.
Absolutely.
What college
What
was that?
college?
University of Connecticut.
Well, there you go. UConn.
University of Connecticut.
Oh my God, that's one.
What
of the
college
great,
did you go to, Albert?
That's one of the great schools for.
What college did you go to?
I went to Carnegie Mellon.
Oh, did you really?
Yes, I did.
Well,
A
there you
really
go.
great school.
Yeah, I didn't graduate though. I left after 2 years. I ran into Tim, and we both quit.
I see. Okay. Well, let's see if there isn't another question. Okay. Let's go to Harold. Harold, you're on the air.
Hey, Brittany, this is Harold in Texas.
You're Howard. I know what you're doing.
What is it, Harold?
That's all right. Let's have Monday officially make Albert a fool.
All right, Albert.
All right, Harold, what is your question for Brittany?
Ask Brittany another question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
I just want to know if she had decals because I think I know her. I think she was a dancer.
She's drinking out of a
Cabaret
paper
Royale in
cup.
Dallas.
Girl. She has no.
I have B, but if you'd like to pitch into my breast fund, I am going larger in a few months. So I'd
You are? They're
appreciate
beautiful.
help. Yes, but I want to be a little bit. I want to be like Pamela Anderson.
What do you use? No, don't.
You're a B?
What do you use? Silicone? Or
No,
how do
they're
you-
saline, but they
Saline?
look
Wow.
cute.
Look at the. Oh, you mean those are filled with saline?
Yeah.
And those are bees.
Yeah.
Those are beautiful. Well, your shirt is open, aren't they? And Albert, you like what you see.
Well, she's very
See, they
pretty.
look natural, but I want to be a little larger.
Albert, do you think she should go
I
larger?
would not do anything more to your
No?
breasts.
No, they're gorgeous and they're so beautiful.
Because when
Thank you.
when saline goes, it goes way bad.
Right. You know what? You're lucky those look so natural and nice. I would not touch those.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I
even
know from
guess
my
that she had
contact lenses
implants.
when
Yes.
the
No, nobody
solution
ever
dries
does.
up,
Nobody
it's
ever
a mess.
does.
There you go.
Yeah.
I recommend a second vagina, however, if you can get one of those, because while I'm waiting, I like to be doing something with the other one.
You know, the Sharper Image has where you can just take one in your pocket. You don't even have to.
The pocket
Right.
vagina.
That's right.
That's right. All right. Well, the questions aren't going so well because they all seem to be for Brittany.
Oh, gee, I wonder why.
Don't you have any questions for Albert?
Gee, I didn't.
Not me,
I never
no.
knew you had that much in common with Dick Clark.
I really had more questions for Brittany myself.
Let's ask, I would like to have more questions for Brittany.
You would.
Anybody else yet?
All right. Let's see if there isn't a question for Albert. Let's be-
Albert.
Oh, that's not right.
F. Albert.
Albert's
How
great.
dare you?
He's our hero. I apologize for that.
Friends of the show.
Yeah, right. Jeff, you're on the air. Seriously,
Hey.
question for Albert.
No, this is a Brittany. I'm sorry.
All right.
But
one last question for
Hi,
Brittany.
Jeff.
All right.
I seen Brittany at Scores.
Right.
Holy Christ!
Okay.
Jesus, holy fuck.
All right. Well, there you
Well,
go.
we had to
Well,
lose.
gee,
you.
the class of listener
Yeah, sorry, Albert.
has revealed itself.
Now,
Aren't you proud?
let me ask you something.
Yeah.
You sat in a room with another writer and you wrote this movie, Mother.
How did you come up with this? I mean, what makes you write a movie like
Well,
Mother?
I'll tell you exactly. For some weird reason that I've never understood, there has never been a realistic, albeit comedy, mother-son movie. You can't name one.
And so,
I mean, I think it's like, the most...
Did that look like... Was that a glaring omission?
It was a glaring... Well, I'll tell you one thing.
Why didn't I realize that hole in the marketplace?
I never noticed.
Well,
Right.
I'll tell you one thing. I was able to get the title Mother after 100 years of movie making. That word was still available. Think about that. That's amazing.
Is there a movie Father?
You'd think, well, Dad.
That's
but,
right.
They've made daughter-mother movies, but the only mother-son movies, the only mothers I've ever seen are those Stop or My Mother Will Shoot.
Right.
Or Woody
Bad mother
Allen's
movies.
Mother in the Sky.
Right.
I mean, these are cliche portrayals.
Right. You go home after you're 40
My
years
character, yes, after 2 divorces, I figure if I can't make it work with the women in my life, there must be a reason. It's got to be this woman who raised me.
She raised you wrong.
Right.
Right.
I move back in with her. I drive up the coast, take the same route Dustin Hoffman did in The Graduate.
Right.
Paul Simon let us rewrite Mrs. Robinson as we have Mrs. Henderson.
Very nice.
Sung in the movie, and I move back in with her.
Very nice.
And she doesn't want me there.
Right. Who would
She's
want
not-
you there?
Well, she doesn't. She's not. She has her own life.
Right.
So.
And is it resolved at the end? Do you realize that I don't want to give away the ending of the movie, but
What it is, you know what it is? It's just finding out that a parent is also a human, and that's sort of like one of the themes. That
what's it rated?
It's rated PG-13.
Really? So there's no nudity, or no one takes off. What's her name? Debbie Reynolds doesn't take off her top, or her wig, or whatever.
You're going to be
No graphic love scenes.
Nothing.
With her
Nothing.
and,
That's PGW.
I see. So there is no nudity in the film.
There is no nudity.
And there's no scenes where you make love to women.
I have a minor sex scene with my mother, but that's not.
See what
enough to
happens
get
with
it
single
done.
guys? Single guys
They
in
always
Hollywood.
make these nice movies.
Single guys who get laid a lot.
About a subject.
You see,
I have to stick to the subject.
Single guys who get laid a lot can actually think clearly
Of other things.
and think about other things. Me, I get to do a movie. There's got to be at least every other scene where I'm making out
That's
with
right.
somebody.
Yeah.
Well, if I tell you about the sex in the movie, it will give away too much. But there are some sexual. I mean, the rating says for language and slight sexual
Good.
situations.
So there are foul words.
Just for enough,
Excellent.
and I have
Excellent.
some outtakes I'll show you
Excellent.
that are going to get you crazy.
So has this helped you in your personal life? Do you think you'll be able to make a commitment now to someone?
No.
Yes, I think it has.
Who is
helped.
this
It's
stripper you're dating now?
It's not a stripper.
Who is it?
She's an artist, and she's
An artist?
a very classy lady.
When you say an artist, what, a painter?
A painter, a new media artist, designed, among
How
other
did you
things.
meet her?
I was set up on a date with her.
Yeah. Somebody said, hey, guess what? I can get you a date with Albert Brooks,
Yes.
the filmmaker.
And she must be a gorgeous-looking girl.
Well,
Yeah.
she's very pretty, but more than that, she's like smart and gets me. And
great at fellatio.
And she doesn't speak any other language.
I see. So she's probably thrilled because, how old is she, by the way?
She's in her 30s.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, haven't you matured? Wow. Is that right? But meanwhile, she probably looks great in a
Quite
bikini.
frankly, my agent sat me down and said, after Woody Allen, please go as old as you can.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, that was smart. You're a director. You should go the opposite
I don't
of Woody
need
Allen.
that rep,
And the scene with Debbie Reynolds, I've only heard about the movie. I haven't seen it yet, which I will go see it. The scene where she pleasures herself with the sausage. Talk about that.
We made a deal.
Is that still in the film?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And we had it. As you know, Howard, you make deals with products.
Right.
And Oscar.
Oh, this is an endorsement?
Yes. Listen to this. It's a great story.
Oscar Mayer gave us the crew jackets.
Right.
So Debbie was willing to.
Wow. Isn't that a
use
great story?
That's amazing. I've
Right.
never. That's inventive.
Yes.
Thank you
it's
very much.
Usually they just hold it.
Debbie has a sex scene with Abe Vigoda that'll knock you. Freddie, play the clip of Abe Vigoda and Debbie Reynolds together.
let's hear that
This is from the new movie Mother.
That's it. I like that very much.
You hear in the background, "Oh, fish." It's great. I thought Abe Vigoda was dead. Actually, I didn't know.
No, that's
he's
Harry
fighting
Hemsley.
that rumor.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. This is going so well. I have Brittany's only taken her top off once.
And now it's back on, just so the audience
Yes,
knows.
it is back on.
Because there is a radio
Because you're
audience.
doing well.
Yes, you are doing well.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll tell you something, Howard. I've done more for this movie than anything because
You believe in it.
I do. And so I've been to many cities, and I do radio shows when I go to those cities, which I like to meet that group.
Right.
Even though,
It's an evil group.
It's a scary group.
It is a scary group.
You know,
why does radio attract so many mutants?
I just don't know these guys. The greatest thing about radio people is they think their audience is 100 times bigger than it is.
That's right.
They have this imagination. I tell you one story. When I was in high school, I wanted very much to be on the radio, and there was an FM station in Long Beach.
Right.
And I drove down in the middle of the night, and I went at midnight. The guy was on, and he was going to interview me during a break, and he had behind him an entire map of California.
Now, this is when you were
I was in high school.
In high school.
Yeah.
And he was going to interview you while you were in high school.
He's going to interview me to be on on a weekend.
Oh, I
all
see.
Night.
Okay, go ahead.
It was a little FM station.
Right.
But he had behind him this map of California, and he had circles around. He had a red circle from Los Angeles to Santa Barbara.
Like a radius.
That's right. A green circle that went up to San Francisco, and a blue circle that went up to Canada.
Right.
And I said, "What's that?" He said, "That's our coverage."
Oh,
a coverage map.
Yeah. He says, at night, we are 20,000 watts. We go up through Alaska. We have a potential listening audience of about 35 million people.
That's right.
All right. So anyway, I was alone in the station. I wandered around the station. I went into the transmitter room.
Right.
And I didn't know anything. I opened up the transmitter door.
Right.
And I heard this electronic noise that is all of the equipment shutting off because the station will go off the air. It's too much electricity.
Right.
So I open up this door and 8 needles go boom and go to zero.
You turned off the radio station.
They're off the air.
Right.
So he didn't know how to get them back on. We sat there, Howard, for 2 hours. Nobody called. And I'm staring at him and his coverage map. I'm looking at Canada. There's Alberta. No one called. Finally, the station manager called after 2 hours and said, "Are you on the air?" I'm not sure.
That's amazing.
That obviously.
Let me tell you something. That is a great story. But Brittany, can you show me your ass? I mean, listen, we're in a little trouble here.
I knew the radio. I knew the radio story would produce a breast.
Brittany, what are you doing? What are you wearing a thong under there or what?
I am.
Let's see the breasts.
Let me see the breasts. Let me see. What are you wearing? A thong? Let me see that. Turn it around.
Striped one.
Ooh.
Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Wow. What a body. How do you get in that kind of shape?
I run.
You run.
Lots of stripes.
From people or just on your own?
From her relatives.
Yeah.
Wow,
Who was it that was in jail this morning? I was listening.
Clarence Clemens of the E Street Band. Remember Bruce Springsteen?
Yes, I remember him.
And the big black guy?
I know who he was.
That's Clarence Clemens.
What happened to him?
He was accused of beating his girlfriend.
Oh, I'm sure that's not true.
I can't imagine such a gentle soul like that.
Sometimes when you ask a person for something, you accidentally hit them over the head.
Right. That's happened to you, right?
All the time. Please pass the salt, you...
And you know what it was? She wanted to go see Mother. Clarence wanted to go see some other movie, and then they got into a brawl, and that's what it was.
That's happening.
What do you make of the whole OJ thing? You obviously think he's guilty, right? I mean, you can't possibly think he's...
it's so silly. I'm actually upset, Howard, because I got a photo of myself with Bruno Mali shoes.
Is that right?
So apparently they're putting them on everybody.
What are Bruno Mali shoes? Do you wear these?
Yeah, they're regular shoes. They have a store on Fifth Avenue.
They do.
It's so funny to see their name.
And you know what? How do you have a store on Fifth Avenue? And they say that only about 12 people in the entire country can afford these shoes.
Because they're $12,000 if I can only sell one.
You're right. It's a $12,000 shoe. Yeah.
$12,000.
Take off your top.
It's unbelievable. Anyway, listen. This is exciting. I'm happy for Albert. This movie is going to really... This puts you over the top.
Well, we open in the rest of the country on Friday.
So it hasn't had its
It's had New
release.
York and Los Angeles.
Okay.
He did New York and Los Angeles because he wanted to be Academy Award nominated.
You want to know something?
Am I correct? Is that why you opened it first in New York and Los Angeles?
For the nominations?
I really believe Debbie will get nominated for an Oscar, and I think...
They say she's that great in it.
And I think that...
I've heard really good things.
You know, this new screenplay award gives us a nice chance.
How exciting is that to get an award like that? Seriously, that's...
It's the greatest.
When you work so hard on something. You know, when I wrote my book...
Last night was a thrilling dinner. I mean, I must say...
You went actually to the award?
Yes, to get the award from the New York Film Critics. And it was in the Rainbow Room. And look, I've been making movies now for 20 years. These are all the people you sort of get nervous about.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Well, they can make or break your film.
I'll tell you, you probably, I don't know what you're going through, but there's the screening reports
yes.
you get, right?
Yeah.
So
Test audiences.
Right. So, no. I mean, the critics see the movie.
Yes.
And then the people from the studio have to glean what they think.
I see.
So you get these pre-reviews. It's really scary. I associate my fax machine ringing with like a nervous moment because I'm going to, as the paper comes out, I'm going to see how things are going. So the first reviews you get are these non-reviews from the people at the studio who say, Rolling Stone, talked to Peter Travers, very positive.
Right.
Wished this, but seemed to like it. So now you're trying to figure out from their writing what they're going to say.
Right.
And
it's important to me that critics like this film. I think they will. So I know what you're going through. Yeah. I mean, I'm going through the same thing.
You're less susceptible to it because you have a very loyal following who has no questions for me and doesn't give a crap whether I'm here or not.
Exactly. That's right. Brittany, quickly take something off.
What do I have to do to be in your next movie? Bottom line, what do I have to do to be?
If you would have sex with Howard,
is that right?
I will put you in the movie.
Now?
Right now.
Right now.
You can make my career right now.
I'll have sex with you because you're a young lady. I want to see you do well.
It's not cheating if you're helping a woman with
Howard.
Did it ruin your night? Did it ruin your night when Courtney Love wins an award from the same group of people?
No, actually, but I want to tell you something. Oliver Stone presented her with her award. And
really?
His speech was I wanted to kill myself after his speech.
Why?
Because he said to her, I'm paraphrasing, but he said, this is a minute of your life that you better enjoy because when the lights go out and nobody cares, you're not able to function any longer and you won't be able to focus on this award. You will clutch it to your breast and remember this moment because these moments last for 1 second and then life becomes hell and nobody will talk to you.
How sad is it?
I'm telling you.
What is his story?
I have no idea. She got up and she said, oh my God, take it easy.
Hey man, mellow out. It's just an award.
Right.
Courtney Love is telling you to mellow out.
Yeah, right.
You're in pretty bad shape.
I think Courtney Love, actually, I have not seen the movie, but Courtney Love looks like she could be she really could probably be a good actress because she's sort of a raw nerve.
Is she a slob?
I think no.
No? You liked her?
No.
I always liked her because she was such a slob.
Well, I mean,
she's a nice-looking slob.
Yeah, I like a slob. But it looks like she had some work done on her face because it looks like they maybe fixed her nose or something. Like she's looking way good.
That you can't tell just from a dinner.
And what about you? Is that your real nose?
That's my yes.
God, you're so lucky.
Nose,
I swear to God.
Oh, well, your nose looks smaller to me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's because my hair has grown in.
I see.
And Courtney Love was wearing panties last night at the awards?
I didn't see.
Did they do the wave and pass her?
No. She was wearing a lovely one-piece outfit by Valabon. I don't know what she was wearing.
You took your girlfriend to the awards?
I did.
Yeah, she must have dug that.
It was really nice.
Oh, damn. She must have that must have been a high.
I mean, she's with Albert Brooks and he's winning a major award.
Well,
I just want to be single for 10 minutes and take like a girl to my movie,
to the premiere.
Not even to the premiere, just take her like to a theater and go, hey, come on, let's go watch my film. I
thought of an idea. Even one of those screenings.
Yeah, I thought of an idea for you. What if you had your wife, just as an experiment, like dye her hair red and do something to her, little cosmetic change, just so it can feel like a different woman?
No, that never works. You could have somebody go through, like send them to Disney and have them change them into a whole new thing. It doesn't make a difference.
And not only that, your wife is still going to have the same, she's still going to have the same conversation with you.
Yeah.
You're still going to hear the same story.
All right, bad
I
idea.
walked in last night. I was having a phone conversation with Ivan Reitman right on the phone, and my wife in the middle of it walks in and goes, are you going to empty the garbage in your office, or am I going to have to do it again? This is in the middle of the goddamn conversation. I'm thinking I'm really kind of neat and everything. I'm happening. And she starts yelling at me because she has this big green garbage bag, and she says, you empty the garbage, okay? Just empty it for once.
No, that's not going to change.
Yeah, right. So if she has red hair or not, it's still going to be the same attitude.
I get it.
You take a girl like Brittany to the movie, but she's like, oh my God, this guy can do something for my career.
Incredible.
And she's going to give me incredible sex.
Alan, you've made the most wonderful movie.
Right, exactly. Anyway, I want to thank Albert Brooks for coming in.
Yeah.
Evidently, it was a good appearance because the top only came off once.
Very happy.
And she had to whip out her ass only once.
Only once.
Right.
And, and I thought the radio story would go over well, and you know what? Now I know not to tell it on Leno.
Yeah, exactly. What will you be doing on Leno?
No, I'll just be talking to him.
Really, that's
it. He, unlike you, won't be rude.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Rude. I love being here and being treated like dirt.
Albert Brooks' new movie, Mother.
If anybody has ever liked anything I've done, this is, I think, they're going to like this the most.
Hey, maybe we should have our producer from the E! Show, Scott Einziger, come in and ask how Albert did, and do we need to have a girl at the end dancing around?
That's the guy who told us he wasn't
bring him
good.
In.
Yeah, all right. Scott, come in.
Let's see.
What if he says you didn't do well?
I'll take it. How would I don't care anymore.
All right, let's just say.
You thought the New York film critics were important. No, it's Scott
this guy's
Einziger
important.
who's important.
Scott, take microphone number 4 and give us an evaluation quickly. And be honest. Don't.
Brittany did really well.
Brittany did well.
Thank you.
Albert, you were funny today.
Okay.
I expect high ratings.
Okay. Thank you, Scott.
Albert, you could beat him up.
I'm going to beat him up.
That's the guy who caused you all the problems.
Do we need Brittany to dance around or anything with her top off so that
that would be
you
nice.
could keep plugging it through Albert's show?
We could run the credits and stuff.
I could just say the title of the movie one more time while she takes her top
Yeah, could you
off.
dance around?
Okay, here we go. And
pretend you're at Scores.
Mother.
Go ahead.
Mother.
Here. Yeah, give Albert a lap dance. Or,
All right.
Yeah, she wanted to dance.
You ever been to a strip club, Albert?
Mother. Huh?
Wow.
Mother.
Well, you got some body, Brittany.
Oh,
not you, Albert. Wow.
Mother.
Fantastic.
Oh, mother. Holy mother.
Holy mother.
Mother.
You wouldn't go out with her, Albert?
Wow.
Does your girlfriend have as good a body as that?
My girlfriend has a better body than this.
Really?
That's right.
I don't believe
and
it.
my girlfriend knows my name.
I would love to take her on a vacation.
Mother.
Do you ever go? Can I ask you something?
Who?
Not you. Forget it. Listen, Brittany, do you ever go like on a vacation with like your boyfriend or something, and like you go like topless on an island or something like that? That would be my fantasy.
I don't have a boyfriend. But
Can you get on that microphone?
I don't have a boyfriend, but if I did, I mean.
Well, why don't you have a boyfriend?
Yeah, like why don't you?
The right kind of guy.
Well, what kind of guy do you want to meet? You're in a strip club. Who do you want to meet?
I don't want to meet somebody there.
Well, you know what to do? Spend an extra amount of time in the office where you get your breasts done. Then you'll meet a better class of man.
What about like
There's usually mostly just women in there, though.
You're probably a lesbian, right?
No, I'm not a lesbian.
But you were really
But
into
you like
chicks.
women.
That's why you can't meet a guy.
Crossed the line before.
Really?
You have?
Yeah.
Would you ever have two girls at the same time, Albert?
I've experienced.
Hey now.
Oh, I guess he has.
Yeah.
How many would you say?
Well, what do you mean at the same time?
Like, I mean, in bed with you at the same time.
Well, you know, I've tried that before, but one got up and left.
You couldn't satisfy both of them.
I wasn't even. They wouldn't even stay to try. It was on. It was many years ago on July 4th, and I'm
telling you,
one was angry at the other, and they had a fight, and I was in the middle of it, and it was a stupid night.
No, but what did you do? I mean, did you sit there and watch them while they got it on, or did you participate?
No, I didn't really do anything. It was a very unpleasant fulfillment of that fantasy.
Really?
Yes.
It didn't go
you never tried it again?
One woman wanted to try this, and when the other woman came, she realized that she didn't want to try it.
I see.
So the woman whose suggestion it was got up and said, "Why don't you two just continue?" And I
left.
said, "Hey, what are you so upset about? It was your idea. It's July 4th. It's our country's birthday. Take it easy."
Wow. So it didn't go well.
It didn't go well.
But you see, guys who have this kind of action going on, and believe me, Albert does, they can act like this, big deal, naked
I
women.
want to
who
do
cares?
a movie about mothers and
Yeah,
sons.
right, exactly. Guys like me have to act that out in the movie because I don't get any of that
You're
at
going
home.
to see. I promise you will see your mother in this too. That's why it's such a good movie.
Right.
Oh God, I know it's your mother.
This is really surreal. I mean, this is just a really nice interview.
You know how I
Albert
know
Brooks
it's
and
your
Nick-
mother? Because Debbie doesn't like me either.
Yeah, right. And I am looking forward to seeing the movie. This is actually a movie that will get me out of the house. I will
Yeah.
go see Mother because it's got
And
such
I will
great
see
reviews.
yours too, huh?
You will.
I really will.
I would like to have you at the premiere, as a matter of fact. I will invite
You'll
you.
have to fly me in and treat me a lot better.
Well, then forget it. Then it's not going to happen. All right. The great Albert Brooks.
Thank you.
Truly a legend. And the movie is Mother.
Mother.
Thank you.
We'll take a break, and Brittany, of course, can put her clothes on.
Okay, thank
Unless you want to make,
Thank you.
unless you want to make love to me. and
I'm
Albert.
going to read Brittany
If I
for
can be in the
a
next
part.
movie.
Which part were you thinking of?
I'm going to remake Lassie, and I'm not sure what part it is.
She can play the mom. She can play the mom.
Thanks, I mean, to me. What did I do?
Oh, Brittany, don't. But now I'm blamed. If this wasn't my idea, I think you're a lovely woman. I think. May I say something right now?
Can you act at all?
Brittany, you deserve to meet somebody who will treat you well.
Brittany.
So you need to.
You know what would be really funny? That Albert Brooks gets arrested for battering Brittany for being on this show.
Brittany, can I ask
just
you something? I want to. Brittany's been kind enough to come down here from Scores. Are you really? Do you have aspirations of being an actress?
Sure.
You
Do
do.
you take lessons?
No.
Oh,
She
you
don't do
should.
that.
Take
But
classes.
I want to do it like Pamela Anderson. Just get discovered, and then I'll take
Do me a favor. Do you have a scene that you'd like to do for? I'll give you a shot. If you want to audition for Albert, go ahead. He's a famous director. Go
What?
ahead.
You have a scene?
Do you have a scene in mind?
Give me one, director.
Okay, you know Cat on a Hot Tin Roof?
I'm only 22. Come on.
You're only 22.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you know, let's see.
Do you know the
how about
theme
a
from
scene
Baywatch?
from Happy Gilmore?
All right. The great Albert Brooks, everybody. We'll be back right after this. Go see Mother.
All right.
Albert, how do you rate that performance?
Obviously, I was funny enough that we only saw the breasts once.
I predict high ratings for the E show.
Scott,
I predict high ratings, Albert.
Albert, Scott
I appreciate it. I predict high ratings. It's the Ace Award nomination.
Thanks.
So, I mean, it wasn't embarrassing, it wasn't humiliating.
Embarrassing. I want to find a man for that lovely woman. She's very attractive, but she's all alone. Isn't that the way of the world?
That's a shame, right?
That's right.
Well, why don't you get your number or something?
I don't need her number. I'm fine.
You want us to help you out?
No. I'm a happy man.
Not after coming here, I'm sure you're not.
I always like visiting Howard. I really do.
So were you surprised at the kind of reactions that the phone callers had?
Oh, no, I really felt that might have been set up beforehand. But I was surprised she only took her top off once, and I thought that radio story was funnier.
So no hard feelings, right?
No hard feelings. Always fun. I'm coming back this time. I'm going to bring my own woman next time.
Oh, yeah? You're going to bring your girlfriend
Well,
next time?
it's not my girlfriend. No, it's a woman I employ who knows when to take her top off because she knows the stories.
Oh, okay. So she knows which stories
she knows
not
what
so good.
Right. She's already unbuttoning during the story. She knows what works.
Do you have your employees do that all the time?
Most of the people I work with have no tops.
They have no top. Is that because you tell a lot of bad stories?
I guess one after another. Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Albert. Pretty brutal, huh?
I think it was fine. All right, everybody, write in. Tell them you love the show. That way next time I'll be treated like a king.
I'm sure everybody loved Brittany's appearance.
Bye, everybody.
Hi, I think the show went really well. I think I was pretty funny. Alan was funny. I mean, he was okay, but it was really great. I mean, Albert, he was okay. But the show was really good, and I really enjoyed being here. And I hope I can come back.
And you think everybody liked your performance?
It's outstanding. I think I'll win an award for it.
All right, great. Well, thanks for coming, Brittany.
Thank you.
And you want to say goodbye to Albert?
Bye, Alan.